We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was.
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did. So much balls. What happened? There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh. Hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby. All right, everybody. So it is time for an NXT recap. NXT was fairly good today. I actually enjoyed NXT. It was very, very good. So we're going to talk about it because this would do. All right. So let's start off with the first match of the night, which was Carmelo versus Axiom. Now, if you don't know where this came from, during the Iron Survivor Challenge, Axiom was a big part of the Iron Survivor Challenge. He very much so showed up and showed out. And of course, Trick Williams said that Axiom pretty much was the star next to Grayson Waller winning. Everybody was talking about Axiom and nobody was talking about Grayson. Was talking about Grayson or Carmelo, more specifically Carmelo. Carmelo said, I don't know what Axiom thought he was doing, but he was in my way and I still don't miss. And I'm going to show you next week. So there was a match set for Axiom versus Carmelo Hayes. And for the most part, this match was fire. These two dudes really played well off of each other. And honestly, Carmelo could wrestle anybody and they would be great. But Axiom is a special breed of just a solid all-around wrestler. Character-wise, he's pretty bland, but once he gets a little bit of fire up under him, he gets a little bit of smoke, he goes there. Axiom is fun to watch. And that best of 3 series between him and Nathan Frazier really showed what Nathan Frazier was capable of, but also what Axiom is capable of. And I guess it's a thing of you take away the character and you just have nothing but pure bones talent and you can pull out a solid match. And Carmelo Hayes works well with people who are on his level wrestling wise and of course on his level with showmanship. And that is something that not a lot of wrestlers possess. But Carmelo and Axiom both do. That in that case, this by far was my favorite match of the night. I loved it. I could go back and rewatch that and be happy with rewatching that match. It was a really, really, really solid match for NXT. I loved it and I was thoroughly enjoying it. Let me get some of y'all in here. Hello. All right. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Donnie. And hello, Aaliyah, Kayla, Jay, and Hiram. Hello to everybody. All right. So we're gonna move on because after that, I believe it was the triple threat match. Am I right? After Carmelo and Axiom's match, babe? Was it the girls? You want to say?
I want to say.
I want to say the girls were next, but I'm sure somebody in the comments will correct me if I'm not. Anyways, the triple threat match for the women's tag team championships happened. Honestly, this wasn't a bad match either. All three teams performed well. I really like Tatum and Ivy together. I think that they have truly gelled as a team and come together quickly. Um, Ivy had what's her name, Kaden. For whatever reason, they left this match to being Kaden and Katana's win. Toxic Attraction was not even a factor in the match, which cool, but um, Ivy and Tatum really played well with each other against those two. And more specifically, like I said, all three teams did very well. And I was pleased with the match. It wasn't my favorite match of the night, but it was a decent match between the three of them. Ultimately, Katana and Kaden ended up winning the match. They won in a bullshit way. Ivy had them in her submission, which is a headlock that she had them in. But Kaden basically outsmarted her and pinned her, had her shoulders pinned to the mat by flipping herself over onto Ivy while she still had her in the headlock. It was a very clever move and a clever way to pin the woman. I just didn't like the ending, and I felt like it should have had something more definitive than that. But it seems that's a trend for these two, and I'm just over it at this point. So if that's they want to go, they want to keep going to, that's fine. I'm just not gonna pay attention to it because they don't really hold my interest. Um, I don't know if Ivy and Tatum could do better, but at this point, a paper bag could do better. If you want to be real, I'm just over them too. Um, anyways, really doesn't matter who was first. I'm gonna just go out of order here. Um, so let's go to Zoe and Nikita. I mean, they had a match, sure. Uh, it happened, and it wasn't 100% great. It was okay. Um, they did well with each other. They played off of each other well. I won't shit on them too much. I feel like they they weren't leaning into the fight as much as they could have. I just feel like that match could have been better. It definitely could have been better. Um, ultimately, Zoe cheated to beat the girl. She used the bottom rope to keep her pinned down. Referee didn't see it until she had already counted and the match was over. A similar situation happened with Electra and Indy Hartwell. Indy had Electra beat. Electra hit brass knuckles in the turnbuckle, hit the girl in the face, and won the match. At this point, it's like y'all are making it hard to believe the whole show was lopsided. Like all the champions retained. Roxanne wasn't there. She had an interview with her mentor, uh, Booker T. Whatever. Um, Wendy attacked Cora because Cora was talking shit, whining and bitching again about how Roxanne stole her moment. At this point, girl, you supposed to be done moved on to bigger and better things. Um, clearly you just a petty, bitter bitch. I don't care. Um, Tony D'Angelo, pretty much went sent goon number one to go tell Dijak to stay out of his business. I'm just like, what the fuck is going? What is this? I was very confused by the whole thing. I'm just like, okay, wow. Like, here's the thing. I liked NXT today, but it was just so much cheating and backbiting going on. And I'm just like, while I understand that cheating can lend to a story, sometimes it's just not necessary. Indy and Electra Lopez just was not necessary, if you ask me. And like, she came out there. I'm gonna show y'all what she looked like. Oh my god. When I show y'all what this bitch look like. Oh. She got on my nerves and she thought she was doing it. She thought she was giving. She came out there just twisting and shaking and shit. I said, girl. Oh my god. This is how she came out there dressed like. Hold on. Wait. That's what she Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh. Oh my god. And she thought she was giving everything, honey. Oh. Girl. Oh man. Oh, I gotta post this on my Instagram. Oh, cause child, when I tell you, she thought she was giving everything. Okay. She said, y'all talk about Lola? Yeah, beautiful gowns. We are not sparing that bloated lip bitch. Okay. She thought she was serving. She came out there twisted. Get her back while I have my moment to shine. Girl. Like, you couldn't just go get you a real cheap pretty little things. Like, put them up. I fight you all together. No, you shoosh. It don't make no damn sense. Brown, go on in your room. Go to your room, sir.
The crowd will be here in a minute. They're gonna be cutting up.
Oh my god. Go to bed. Go to bed, Brown. Y'all encouraging him. Y'all know he gonna cut up.
Shit.
Go to sleep. Go to bed, Brown. Go to bed. Don't you gotta make yams in the morning? Yes, you need to be worried about making your yams. And y'all ain't took out the turkey? It's got to be completely thawed out.
Crystal got the turkey.
Crystal has the turkey?
Crystal bought the turkey breast.
What about the hams?
Okay, well, I'll pull that one out because it's in the freezer downstairs.
I'm gonna put this on Instagram. Hold on.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lola is a beautiful lady for sure. Mhm. Beautiful gowns, but not today. His name is Mr. Brown. No, that is my father, and that is my little sister and my nickname for him. And I would really appreciate it if y'all wouldn't call him that, because y'all don't know him like that. So please, please, that's my dad. His name is Mr. Epps. That's what y'all call him. Sorry, y'all. All right. Um, don't tell her. She ain't gonna do shit. Hello, Danielle. How long do I go to see the Disco Twins? I'm imagining you're asking how long you think the Disco Twins are going to be tag team champions. I don't know. It seems like they're gonna keep it on them for a little while. You see her walk down the aisle like meow meow and NXT a fool for this one. That's her fault. Shit, she bought it, she wearing it, she look a mess. She look a mess. It was Miss NXT on NXT. Wow. Anyways, it was like Aaliyah said earlier before I went on my little tangent. So Aaliyah basically was just saying that it was too many crummy finishes, and that is true. It was too many crummy finishes. I believe a clean win, healer face, always plays out better than you having like a crappy win over somebody, because you can keep a feud going after a win. Let's take Carmelo Hayes and Axiom, for example. Carmelo Hayes cheated because Trick got involved, took Axiom out. This gave Carmelo the win over Axiom. Axiom took out the person he was supposed to after that was over. He went after Carmelo because he went after Trick because Trick was the one who attacked him. So he took him out. And he was the one standing tall despite the fact that he lost. Okay? So there's a way to do it where it doesn't always have to make the show feel like it's just it makes it have such a damper on a good show. And I just wish they would have made it more balanced. Everything was about the heels. Like from the time Kaden and Katana won, There was no faces that did any comeuppance except for the New Day going up against Briggs and Jensen, but they weren't really heels. It was faces versus faces. And they did a decent job in that match. So then you have Grayson Waller running around all night looking for Brian Breaker, knowing that his ass wasn't there, only for him to come out there, take a spear, and then it just was too many coincidences of I'm gonna call him out and I know I'm gonna get him so I can have my moment. Fuck ass Electra's over there like I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I'm always gonna be 2 steps ahead of you. Same thing with Zoe. It's like nobody can be original. Everybody gotta go after gotta have the same rhetoric when they come out there. Everybody is the same. All of y'all 3 fucking matches got the same finish. I'm just gonna eat my cookies because it wasn't even worth it. Ivy and Tatum have a very good shot at the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. I would definitely give them a chance. Other than that, I don't want to see Toxic Attraction as champions. I could care less if Kaden and Katana keep them. If Ivy and Tatum get them, they gotta start building up new tag teams. Make the division worthwhile. I should put heavyweight in there. They're just the NXT Tag Team Champions. I'm fine with New Day being NXT Tag Team Champions. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know Booker T hates it. And he's overly annoying on them for some reason. I don't know why. I don't really care. They're not going to be champion for long. They're going to end up dropping. They're going to end up dropping those tag team titles to one of those tag teams. Gallus will probably be back soon and wreaking some more havoc. You know, it's going to be an interesting day. So, Aaliyah said, I know they take promo classes and whatnot together, but I'm calling this show Plagiarism City. It was just so many repeats. They need to build up the women's tag team division on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. I'm sure they're working on that. Booker T doesn't count. He hasn't counted since his hairline was the front of his head. Big ups to New Day. Isla Dawn did not let Alba breathe. So, last week, Isla made it very clear that the winter solstice was coming and something was brewing. And she made it very clear that her target was Alba Fire. She blew some red smoke in this girl's face. while she was saying this winter solstice was coming, she was brewing some concoction. And she blew that concoction in Alba Fire's face. Alba Fire had to go get medical attention. She then ended up having a match with Sol Ruka, which Sol Ruka is mixed. I did not know that. But a little birdie told me that she was mixed. And the more I look at her, the more I believe she is. I was looking, I was like, are you sure? She really is. I did not know that. Shout out to Sol Ruka. Anyways, if she not mixed, her stepdad black. But whatever the case may be. Isla Dawn attacked Alba twice. So Sol Ruka came out there thinking she was having a match with Alba Fire, which would have been a big highlight. Thank you. For Sol Ruka. I mean, Alba Fire is a former NXT Women's Champion, one of the longest reigning champions in WWE history. And if she was able to beat Alba, she would have been setting herself up for life. But the match never even started because Alba got attacked by Isla again during her entrance. Isla took her arm, put it into in between the steps and the ring post, and then she hit it with Alba's back and laughed in her face. It was pretty brutal. Not gonna lie. Alba looked like she was really in pain, really hurt. If she wasn't, she sold that shit extremely well. And Isla laughed her way all the way to the back. Now, I didn't like her shoes. I thought her shoes were extremely clunky and weird looking. Her outfit was something. It was something, I'll say that. I didn't like it. Me personally, it was an outfit. It wasn't an outfit. It was just an outfit. It was given very much, I'm walking on the stroll. I know probably gonna be like, oh, Tiffany, that's sexist. I don't care. I don't care. That's what I saw. Y'all can see whatever y'all like. I would like to see Boss and Glow versus Caitlyn Carter and Katana. Well, you're going to have to play that on 2K22 because Sasha's not coming back at the moment. And Naomi is making her decision of what she wants to do. And new NXT Women's Champions, Naomi and Sasha, or Naomi and Cameron. I don't want to see either of those. But if that's what you want, that's something you're going to have to do on your 2K. And I'm not even trying to be funny or be mean, because everybody wants Sasha to come back, but she has to want to come back. And at this moment, it don't look like that's happening. She just finished filming a movie. She's working on her makeup line. She's going to pop up in New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom. WWE is the furthest thing from her mind at this moment, so I don't see how that's going to happen. Do you think when Tiffany come back, do you think she coming after Roxanne? I don't know. I mean, she'd be a fool not to. They seem to be having a push behind her for whatever reason. So, I mean, I guess, she could make an easy play for her. Sure. Why not? So, Ruka is mixed. That's what they say. Not the fuckadactyls. Never again. It don't look like Cameron is coming back to the E. That heifer been telling everybody she coming back for the last 2 to 3 years. And she has yet to be re-signed. So, it's not happening. Nor do I care if it does. Because I'm not a fan of Cameron in no way, shape, or form. I never have been and I never will be. I don't like the way she wrestles. And I definitely don't like her. So as far as I'm concerned, I can give less than a damn if she comes back or not. I don't like the bitch. So that's what you want to see. I mean, you can find Cameron on the 2K creation tab. There's a bunch of other creations on there. You can create your tag teams there and play it out in universe mode, but it's not happening in real life. It's just not. Other than that, we had Grayson Waller. I know Mercedes has signed the appearance and wrestling in New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 17 on January 2023. Naomi should be appearing at Wrestle Kingdom with Mercedes. Why would you say that? Like, when did she say that that's what she's going to do? I don't remember Naomi making that announcement. So I don't understand how you came to that conclusion or where that came from. And I'm not even trying to be shady. I'm genuinely asking why you're saying that, because I only saw Sasha's name appearing in any of the blogs, any of the information about Wrestle Kingdom 17. So I'm very curious as to where Naomi was the one who is going with Sasha to Wrestle Kingdom. Was Big E at the game?
At the Atlanta game, yeah.
Were we playing? Who was Atlanta playing?
I don't know who they was playing. He was teaching her how to do a choco.
It would be but for business. I mean, best for business.
Some people don't.
Never said Trinity. Naomi said that. Now, did I? First of all, I'm aware that her real name is Trinity, and I know that who you're speaking of. So you don't have to put that in there twice. It's like you're saying her name twice, which is weird. Secondly, I asked a very simple question. Very simple question. I wanted to know how you came to that conclusion. I wanted to know if that's what she said. And I said very clearly And I am not even trying to be shady or funny. I'm genuinely asking because I don't recall her saying that. So, I'm going to ask again, very plainly, how did you come to that conclusion? Are you hoping that she shows up at Wrestle Kingdom with Mercedes? Or are you speculating that she will show up at Wrestle Kingdom with Mercedes? Either way, there's still your speculations and your hope, which means that has no bearing on truth or fact. That is all what you want and what you deem to be best for business and what you think is best for her. I could care less of whether she goes to Wrestle Kingdom or not. It is totally up to her. I will watch her if she comes back to WWE. I'll miss her if she doesn't. So I would like you to answer my question without the shade and just plainly answer it because I asked it plainly. Therefore, I should get a response plainly. I'll be back.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you when I get on. Now Julio made me Fulvio, and I might hit your phone up with that bye. Missing my da. Missing that all of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these kisses and hugs and toxic. You a damn drug.
If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I once did the heartbreak change me, baby, but look at where I ended up. I'm okay already, so moved on, it's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody.
Okay. Did I get an answer? No. Amazing. Am I the only one? Am I the only mod here? It seems like it, yes. I did not get an answer, therefore I'm going to move on and pretend as if that conversation didn't exist since no one wanted to answer my question. All right. She said, do we got a problem because I fight? It's no problem. Here's the thing. I asked a very simple question. Everybody that was in here heard me ask the question. I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't being rude. I wasn't being callous. I wasn't being mean. I simply asked where you got that information from. I haven't seen it on the blogs. The blogs are only reporting about Sasha. So I'm like, how did you come to that conclusion that Naomi's going to show up in Wrestle Kingdom with her? The only response I got was, it would be best for business. I know wrestling. That's not based in actual information that can be corroborated. That's your own personal information. That's it. That's not you having anything to back it with. That's you saying that's what you want, which is different. Like, just say you want to see Sasha and Naomi together in Wrestle Kingdom. I want to see them wrestle in Wrestle Kingdom together. Okay, cool. But I guess because I told you you're going to have to watch that on your 2K, or create that on your 2K. And I'm not even trying to be funny as a joke, because I know sometimes the guys in the comments said it as a joke, but I'm dead ass serious. At this point, I think that you would need to utilize your 2K to the best of your ability to see these bookings that you want to see. Because right now, what you're asking for, you're not going to get. Naomi is still making her decision as to whether she wants to come back to the E and wrestle as a singles competitor, or if she wants to, live her life and be grand outside of the E. It's up to her at the end of the day. I'm not sweating it, because at the end of the day, it's her decision. Mercedes has already decided she's going to explore other ventures. I'm not mad at her either. They're well within their right to do what they want to do. I'm just trying to understand where y'all getting y'all information from. Because you saying it like it's definitive, like it's facts. So I'm like, okay, well, bitch, where you get it from? Who told you that? Now it's crickets. Now see, if it had not have been Christmas, and I wasn't, and I was being regular old Tiffany, you would have got cussed out. Because I recognize shade very well, because I throw it often. And I saw the shade, so I was like, yeah, like, dial it back, bro. I asked a very simple question. I had no malice. I was not being disrespectful. I genuinely wanted to know where you got your information from. Now it's silence. No más. Pobrecito. Just said, I have arrived. I wanted to time the account out, but I wanted everyone's input first. I just want some clarity. I asked for an answer and haven't gotten it. You didn't have to put the account in timeout. It was simple. I went on a little break, gave the person time to think of their thoughts, because I wasn't trying to be rude. And that's where I think people make a mistake. If I want to be rude, I'll be rude. You have no confusion when I'm coming for you, because I will make it very clear. Okay? She said, I'm eating carbs because I need the energy. I hate her so much. Oh, grain of salt in the wrestling world goes a long way. Stop believing every dirt sheet and every rumor mill y'all see. Dang. Bye, tears. It'd be nice if both Sasha and Naomi came back together, but it's looking like Sasha isn't coming back as of right now, which she has every right. I've grown not to care anymore. Now, Naomi has been my girl since day one, since she was Naomi Knight in the OG NXT. And I'd really be sad if I never get to see her wrestle in WWE again. I just don't think that's true. I think Naomi ultimately thought that her and Sasha would come back together, but Sasha has chosen to do, some other things, which, like I said, she's well within her right to do so. But now Naomi has time to build her to become the superstar she already is, and just build on that all on her own in the new WWE. And with Triple H beyond the helm, I have faith that he would do something with Naomi. I hope he would, because Naomi is a wrestler and a great commodity. Anybody she goes up against, they go into the limits. And I think that she could be built up to be a true adversary for Bianca. You want to make something, you want to make history? You want to do something great? Book Naomi and Bianca to duke it out at any of the big four, with the exception of Mania, because you've already done it with Sasha Banks. Let her go after Bianca and book that. Book it for SummerSlam. SummerSlam is your second biggest pay-per-view of the year. let Naomi and Bianca duke it out at SummerSlam. Like, I think Donna's right. I think having her win Money in the Bank would be a good option. Because I think they already got Royal Rumble set in motion. It's all kinds of ways to do things. And when Sasha's ready to come back, if Naomi's not doing anything, y'all can tag team back up and do whatever y'all want to do. But if it was me and I was Sasha, I made my point. They are opening the door for me to come back. I'm coming back. And I'm coming back to be at the top of the mountain. I'm not coming back to take no scraps. That's how I would be. She said, now Naomi come back and win the Royal Rumble. Bitch. I said she could be the one to win Money in the Bank and cash in on whoever. I want her to win the Rumble or Money in the Bank so bad. I'm preferably Bianca. I 100% agree. It's a better feud, better matchup. And if y'all want Bianca to be heel, it's an easy way to turn her heel right after that. But do whatever y'all want to do. I mean, I will reluctantly watch. Be good with it. This would be a good time to do the tag shit they did with Sasha and Bianca. True. If Bianca lose her title to Naomi, I wouldn't be mad because that could actually generate a story. I agree. Now, before I was so rudely sidetracked. Gosh. Yep. Next week on NXT, I guess we're gonna go off as planned next week. I mean, it is after Christmas next week, so they ain't got shit else to do. So next week, we're going to have a 6-man tag match with Schism versus Odyssey Jones, Malik Blade, and Idris Enofe. Now, Idris Enofe teased that he was getting a new tattoo on his other titty. And it seems it's the WWE logo. He going to brand himself like CM Punk did with the Pepsi logo. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Fuck ass Kiana's going up against Fallon. Now, the story been developing for quite some time. But Fallon always been a snake in the grass, and I told y'all that. All right? But this beady-eyed bitch decided to keep digging the knife in Fallon. Fallon's family is losing their bar. So Kiana decided to go and pay the back taxes that they had on the bar to take care of it, and then she can foreclose on the bar and take the bar from Fallon and her family, because technically she paid all of the taxes on it, and all she did was put a lien on the property. They have a certain amount of time to pay her the amount of the bar, or she can commandeer it. Now, how did she know all of this was happening? Well, because lovesick Brooks decided to tell her all of Fallon's business. So Kiana knew that Fallon's family was in a rut because Brooks told her, was pillow talking. Sound like some Drake shit. Like some 40 sheep shit. Anyways, Kiana basically came in and peeped her whole card and told them she was commandeering the bar. And Fallon said, I got a better idea. It's going to be me versus you next week. And if I win, you get the fuck out my face and leave my family's bar alone. And if you win, you get to have the bar. Kiana's like, why the hell would I agree to this match? I already own everything, and you know you can't afford to take this bar. She says, well, you wouldn't have to pay the full price for the bar. You would get the bar for what you paid on the taxes. I will have my family sign the bar over to you. No questions asked. So Kiana accepted the challenge. So now it's Fallon versus fuck ass Kiana for this damn bar. And I have this sneaking suspicion that Brooks' stupid ass is gonna cost Fallon this match, and she's gonna end up losing this bar to fuck ass Kiana because of him. Also next week, Wendy Chu is sick of praying mantis and her bullshit. So it's gonna be Wendy Chu versus Cora Jade again. This is the second match they've had with each other. But Wendy's very upset with Cora because Cora reminds her of her high school bullies, and it just takes her back to a state that she's very, very, very unhappy in. And so she doesn't want to have to deal with that anymore. So she is ending this once and for all. This goddamn lady keep coming up on my screen. She is creepy looking. She like paper white. And finally, we got one more match to discuss. Tony D'Angelo, the Don, is going up against Wesley for the North American Championship. Now, Wesley has been a fighting champion for quite some time. Well, not for a long time, but long enough. He defended his title against Carmelo Hayes and beat Carmelo Hayes once and for all. And this will be his second title defense. Now, of course, he's got goon number one in the background with him. Tony's upset because he feels like Wesley purposefully injured him so that he can get the slot to go into the Halloween Havoc match for the North American Championship and, of course, to become the North American Championship. He believes that this title legally, well, technically belongs to him because Wesley earned that spot by beating him. Mom's calling him. He's been attacking Wesley for weeks, and Wesley has decided that he can have his title shot, and he's going to beat him and then move on to the next person who's also been attacking him, which is Dijak for some reason. He claims that Wesley deserves to be dished out some hard justice, whatever the fuck that means. Come out there dressed like the Terminator and just be killing me. I don't, neither one of these motherfuckers do anything for me. Everybody's excited because Dijakovic has come back to NXT, but the persona he has is just one step removed from T-Bar. Whatever. So that is your lineup for NXT next week. I don't know what it is, but I do not like Fallon. I like Fallon. I like her. I dislike them both equally. I like Fallon more than I fucking like. I don't have no issues with Fallon. Wendy is a hypocrite. I don't care what y'all say. He calling her a hypocrite because Wendy threw her drink in one of their faces. It was one of the Toxic Attraction hoes. She threw her drink in their face, and then when fuck ass Cora did it, he been calling her a hypocrite ever since. Cora did it in the middle of her fucking match with Wendy. Wendy did the Toxic Attraction because Toxic Attraction deserved it. Cora did it because she wasn't getting nowhere in the match and she sucks. He can say Tiffany deserved it too. And Tiffany turned around and used the same cup on Wendy. So what's the damn difference? Ain't no difference. So what? Well, that's your own personal bias, babes. That's your own demons you got to deal with. I don't really care. Either way, I like Wendy. I think she's cute. And I think she's funny. Y'all don't have to like her. I like her. Okay. Well, she's done it twice. And literally one of those times, it was with confetti. She never said she wouldn't throw the drink. It really don't matter, honestly. It just don't. There is not enough there to have an argument about or to even discuss it, to be honest. She threw a drink. She doesn't like drinks being thrown on her, but she threw a drink. Like, always talking about bully, but be sticking herself in other people's way. Oh, you mean how like Kiana inserted herself into Fallon's business when nobody asked her or needed her there? Or I don't know how Isla Dawn inserted herself in the Alba Fire's business and cost her the championship? Or countless of others who have done the same thing on so many levels? They all do it, Don. Like every one of them. What is the difference? And I don't care who agrees or not. Dijak need that belt. But they aren't crying. That's the difference. Is that she was crying and they aren't. Okay. I know the bias is strong, but there's not many facts that back up your point. He made the point. It's his point to make. I disagree. I don't have any issues with Wendy. I don't have any issues with anybody personally, generally. But character-wise, I don't like Kiana because she's a bitch. And Fallon doesn't do anything out the way that I don't like, so I don't have any issues with Fallon. I think Wendy is funny, and I think she's cute, and I think that people just taking things way too seriously. You're not allowed to have fun no more. You need campy style characters to break up this bullshit. Cause like if we stuck in the same window of the same bitches, like it gets boring. So I'm okay with her existing and being there the way that she is. If she changes when she goes to the main roster, I'll be fine with that. I think Wendy is a tremendous wrestler. Character-wise, she knows how to make her character work. I like Wendy. If you like fuck-ass Cora, you can like goddamn Wendy. Is what I'm saying. I don't mind you doing it, but don't cry and whine when the shoe is on the other foot. Stand on that shit, ho. I have enough points. Personally, I love Wendy. She's a whole key. I think she made a valid point when she said she threw the drink in my face and then she laughed at me. And it just took me back to a time when I was a kid. It's not like she didn't acknowledge that she's thrown drinks in other people's faces. She made it clear, yes, I know I've thrown drinks in other people's faces, but I only did it to people who deserved it. And I was like, okay, fair. Because they did deserve it. Tiffany Stratton started attacking Wendy first. And Toxic Attraction was making fun of Wendy first. So a lot of the shit that they got because they brought it on themselves. The only time that Wendy interjected herself into something that didn't belong there was when Cora was bitching about Roxanne, and she interjected herself into Lash Legend stuff. And there was one more, I can't remember. I think it was when Toxic Attraction was champion, and it was Wendy and somebody tagged team. It was Wendy and Dakota tag teaming, I think, at the time, and she kind of interjected herself into that. They deserve to be laughed at, if you ask me. She felt like it took her back to being bullied as a kid. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Is it hypocritical? Yeah. What else do you want me to say? It's hypocritical, for sure, but it's not wrong. So, it's what it is. These all been laughing at Wendy since she done came out. Everybody been laughing at Wendy. And we ain't talking laughing with her. We talking like laughing at her. Hello. Oh, all right, y'all. So I've been trying to figure out what has been going on with this Lacey Evans bullshit. And a lot of people are upset with her because of what she said about children with autism and ADHD. She really didn't say anything. She reposted a video, and then because it got so much backlash, she then put out a statement. So let me see if she still has her Twitter up. I believe it was on her Instagram. What did I do with my code? I'm gonna try to find it, y'all. I don't see it on her Twitter, so I gotta go to Instagram, child. It looked like she may have taken the shit down. Yeah, she cleaned house. I think WWE was like, shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Let me. Let me see if I can find it, and then I'll read to y'all what she said. Oh yeah, he was sleeping downstairs tonight, bro. He was not coming up in here. You can do that too. Whatever worked for you. But you ain't gonna be next to me. Smell like no damn stuff. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So Lacey Evans shared this video that was talking about how kids. Give me the cord to my phone so I can charge it. Talking about how kids back in the day didn't have autism and ADHD, and that's just simply not true. Number one. So let's do a little lesson. All right. So I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit. Back in the day when we were in school, and even further back when, you know, my brother went to school, my parents, everybody, there were children who were mentally disabled. Back in the day, they called it mental retardation. And a lot of the kids were nonverbal. Many of them were very much underdeveloped. We're talking at least 5 to 6 years behind. So they were in what they called the special ed class. They were very, very high on the spectrum in terms of what we consider to be autism now. Those kids were usually governed by some type of medication. It was either Ritalin or something along those lines to keep them calm and also to maintain them, to keep them balanced. Nowadays, because medicine has advanced, things have changed. So even children who are affected by autism, ADHD, or whatever the case may be, can be high functioning and fully functioning adults. Not everyone has to be mentally disabled. This particular video, though, alludes to the fact that kids are consuming processed foods and sugars, and that's why they are the way that they are today, which is a lie. It's just a flat out lie, okay? When I was a kid, the stuff that we are eating, that they telling us now is bad for us, pushed it down our throats like it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is no lie. They told us to drink milk every day because milk was healthy for us. It helped us grow stronger bones. It gave us calcium. The milk is fatty, and it also makes you fat. They told us that eating cereal was healthy, even though they loaded it up with sugar. They knew that sugar was bad. They didn't do anything about it. We had Lunchables with loads of processed food, full of salt and sugar. There was so much stuff on the market that was geared toward being healthier foods. Those lean cuisine style meals are full of salt, sodium as they call it. It's just so much shit, and it's just not true. That's the first part. Even back in the day, there was still processed foods back in the day when our parents were running around as little whippersnappers. There was processed food back in the day. They still ate hamburgers. They still ate French fries. They still ate fried foods. They still had fast foods, processed foods. They still had those things. Those things were not exclusive to this era and the era prior. Lacey Evans shared the video, and they said this is why children are developing ADHD and autism is because of the processed foods loading sugar up in the brain. She got blasted for it. Sean Ross Sapp went after her. Just about every person who was on the internet was tearing her ass up. And she put out a message, it looked like on her Twitter, to respond to Sean Ross Sapp. She said, I watched the video on the impact processed foods is having on our children, and I shared the video. Y'all are insane. What I find to be weird is that oftentimes people who utilize the internet regularly do not do their due diligence or research into things that they're sharing or what they're looking at. This is very reminiscent of what happened with Kyrie Irving sharing that fucking video that was anti-Semitic and very much conspiracy theories from a movie that was anti-Semitic and conspiracy theories. Y'all share this shit. It circulates so many times that people take it as truths, and it's not true. Just because a person sits up and says they have a doctorate and they know these things doesn't mean that it's true. I'm so serious, because there's no backing for what they're saying. They believe this to be true. Therefore, they're using it as their sounding board to have this conversation, but they're just spewing misinformation. There's no facts and check system here on the internet. So you, as a person consuming the literature and the content, have to do your due diligence to ensure that what you share is not detrimental to the public. This was one of those times. Lacey Evans, you're ignorant and you have to do better. You're smarter than that, to be honest. And while, yes, people don't want to eat processed foods and some people shouldn't, you are running around here thinking that because you feed your kid fresh fruits and vegetables and farm fresh eggs and everything comes organics, fresh from the farm, that somehow you have eluded putting chemicals into your body. But you are sorely mistaken, because they are already there. They're called forever chemicals. You can look up DuPont and find out for yourself. They're in everything. They're in our food. They're in our water. It's in our clothes, what we wash our hair with, how we brush our teeth every day. It's too late. You've already consumed the chemicals. Now, if you don't want to double down on the chemicals, that's fine. But forever chemicals are in everything. They don't die. They don't disappear. They don't dissipate. They are here. They are here to stay. Every human being on the planet has forever chemicals in their body. And I'm pretty sure, this is my opinion, that has more to do with what is happening with us in terms of our cognitive nature and what's happening with our bodies and how we pass these things on to our children. It's obviously more of an effect on our kids, and it's causing these birth defects and these issues, but there's really nothing we can do about it. All we can do is combat it the best way possible. But you showing your ignorance, it's very sad. It was irresponsible. And I think you should do a little bit more research so you know what you're talking about, so you don't look like a fool. And you don't have to be attacked like this. I'm not going to attack you because everybody done did enough and said enough. I don't have anything other to say to you other than you're ignorant. You need to educate yourself. You can stand on your high horse about this all you want to, but processed foods, while they're not good for you, they're not the reason why autism and ADHD, dyslexia, and many other learning disabilities, as well as autism being a mental disability, are occurring in children. There are a lot of people who are autistic who are still living regular everyday lives. It's not a crippling disease. It's just something that you have to learn how to deal with every single day. And quite frankly, it's not a disease at all. It's just a mental disability for some. For others, it's more of a nuisance. You need to really educate yourself about Asperger's disease and about autism, period. There are people who can function very well with autism and they live pretty normal lives. You should be apologizing instead of trying to defend yourself. And I hope you do some research and really, really, really educate yourself, because you definitely need it, sis. It seems like every time you get ready to get yourself revving and going, you do something to put your foot in your mouth. I don't know what to tell you other than good luck. Because you definitely need it. Is there anything else that we need to talk about today? I was asleep and I got a text message, and it was just like, Tiff, did you hear what Lacey had to say? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm looking and I'm like, oh shit. Wow. That's crazy. Yo. Why y'all have to bring Bianca in this? That shit is trash. It's funny though. Y'all gotta see it. Leah says she got nothing. Kayla says, I 100% agree with you, Tiff, because as a person who has Asperger's, I don't want to bash her, but I hope that she does her research and not be ignorant. Well said, Kayla. I don't have no reason to bash her. I just was just like, she's ignorant. You have to be careful of the information that you share on the internet. That's not just for her, that's for everybody. Understand that every time you click something to share it, that whether you believe it or not, the masses have seen it. You are enabling whatever message is in that video or text. You're enabling it to millions of others. I thoroughly read everything that I share. Sometimes I miss some things, other times I don't. But I try very hard to be very careful about sharing things, because you never know the damage that you could do. That share button is powerful. And even though you listen to that video and some things make sense, it usually is the case. Like, it usually goes that way. It'll be like, that made some sense. I ain't agree with everything, but I agree with some of it. I'm going to share this. And then here we are. With you being torn down and destroyed, possibly derailing your return to WWE, all because you couldn't keep your little hot button fingers to yourself. Sad. Anyways, tomorrow is going to be Freestyle Wednesday, so I'm going to do Q&A tomorrow. Any questions that you guys have, you can ask. We'll talk about anything from any brand. This is going to be one of the... we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. But I want to do Q&A and get some people to have an opportunity to ask their questions and get their questions out the way. And then we can do whatever, and we can do whatever questions y'all want. It don't have to be strictly to wrestling. It can be whatever y'all want. Do SBC chat like always, and I'm going to be posting that on my blog, on my podcast as well. I might do it as a video. Not sure. But anyways, I'm going to post that to my podcast as well. So if I have people in the live during that, hopefully y'all can come in and we can do SBC chat together. All right. Now that I have a job and I'm getting older, I do not have the time nor the energy to bash someone on anything or be a keyboard warrior. That's fair. I make time for that kind of shit. I am very much a messy bitch. I try to rise above and not be messy like that, but I can't help it. Like, I could have not put this picture up of Lola, but that's what she looked like today. And I could not help it. That was the first thing I thought of. And I could not even articulate what she looked like when I saw it. And I just was like, bitch, stop playing with me. Stop. Not really, Kayla, because I'm still messy, so no, I'm not, because I be talking about people. What mess you got? One of the secretary soups just told me old bitches is mad. Oh, mad about what? Oh, that's pretty. One thing I can't stand is when I get my nails done and then like it be motherfucking hot sauce wing residue stuck in the back of your nail. He having to be real dainty eating wings. Just pick them holes up with a fork. Bling, bling, bling. I got favoritism. I just got here. I do my job and stay out the way. Oh, Lord. Now they on your ass already. You don't even be doing that. You barely want to be there. Shit. You don't be want to be there. The fuck? I hate that. I mean, I'm messy and petty sometimes, but I feel like I have to stop because somebody's feelings would get hurt. And I feel like absolute shit sometimes. I do not. I'm not gonna lie. I never feel bad unless it was somebody who didn't deserve it and they honestly was not, talking about me and I just went off half-cocked on somebody. But if it's somebody who was acting like a total asshole, oh no. I don't feel bad ever. Ever. It's a way of life, too. I never feel bad. Never. Why? For what? I am not about to feel bad. What are they?
The Gorge Green Hot Top Air Jordan.
I just got a text message about those. They're out already. I have them saved in my phone. He said, it's always old bitches. I said, it's okay. I like the heat. He said, come on now. We just clean it. Right. I was talking about the nails, but it's applicable too. No, for real, like nail wise, like I be trying. We gonna get matching shoes?
If they still there in the next couple days.
You gonna order them?
They 180 a piece.
How much is that? Like 4?
3 something. So 180 with the tax, it'd probably be like 195, so almost 4 something there.
I mean, you would have to try and get it through a firm. And I would need an outfit to go with that. For sure. Like, I could wear my green outfit, but my hoodie that go to that don't necessarily work. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I would have to. I felt like someone was crawling on me. So I would get a new hoodie or at least a new sweatsuit from I have to talk to Dad about getting it. Anyways, I know, Aaliyah, I got you on the nail life thing. Like, when my nails, dead ass, like, I usually don't wear my nails super, super long because I have a very difficult time grabbing things when my nails are long. I don't like them extremely long. I do like long nails, but I don't like them extra, extra long nails. I know a lot of people do because you can get a lot of design on a very long nail. But you put a lot of pressure on your nail bed when your nails are long like that. And I have very thin nail beds because I have thyroid disease. So it makes my nails brittle. But I have a nail brush. I have a nail brush for that. So I clean my nails up that way. But I guess we can do a little freestyle Wednesday today because we ain't got nothing else to talk about. It's the end of the year and wrestling is pretty much dying down. They do got some cute stuff on the horizon though. I do like the fact that they're, waiting until the new year to do the new champions, right? If they do a new champion. I think Seth Rollins is getting that U.S. title back unless somebody do something to cost him that belt. Which, if Roman is petty enough, he probably will. But see, let's see. Let's just go here. So if I was booking it for Friday the 30th, right? If I was the booker and I was setting up the story, I would book the match so that Cena and Kevin would win the match. Sami Zayn would eat the pin. But the reason why they would win is because the Raw roster came on the show and took everybody out. You feel me? Like, they came out there during the match and all of them chased the bloodline out the building with the exception of Sami Zayn and Roman. Right when Roman do his war cry, everybody come running out there and attack Solo, Jimmy, Jay, and even Paul Heyman. Just attacks everybody. Adam's trying to get everything under control and they take them out. See, Roman do his war cry. Cena's probably in the match getting beat up and Kevin's finally able to get in because he jumps over Roman while he does this try to do this spear. Roman hits into the corner, hits his shoulder on the ring post, and John Cena tags in Kevin. Kevin then grabs Roman, slams him into the corner, and Sami Zayn tags him. So then the fight begins. Sami Zayn and Kevin are fighting. Roman goes over there and tries to take Cena out, so Kevin don't have nobody to tag. In turn, John Cena and Roman are fighting. They fighting and fighting and fighting. There's nothing anybody can do. Fighting into the rafters, fighting into the fans. All they doing is just punching each other, throwing each other out. So neither one of them is by the ring. It's just Kevin and Sami, right? They fighting, they having a match, and then Seth is the only one from the Raw roster who did not come out there. The ref turns his back. Something happened with KO. He gets laid out. Ref checking on KO. Seth come down there, curve stomps Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens recovers, comes in, hits Sami with the pop-up powerbomb. Game over. They win. Now, they come back Monday night. Roman's pissed. He's showing up on Monday Night Raw, obviously, because he got some get back to do. And of course, Sammy has to try to redeem himself from losing with the tribal chief. Okay? Now, everybody mad, but they don't get to do what they did the last time, okay? Because the tribal chief think he in control, but that's when the chairman shows up. And this time, the chairman is not Vince McMahon. The chairman is Triple H. Triple H is like, listen, ain't gonna be none of this no more. You showing up and taking out everybody on the roster, fucking up the show. This is a done deal. I do what I want. I'm the tribal chief. I will fire your ass right now as champion. You can't fire me. I'm the brand. I'm the guy. You can't fire me. Okay. Well, there was a point where I was the authority. But since you seem to think you run everything, I'll make this very plain. Whoever wins the Royal Rumble obviously has to choose you. But you will also have another opponent at WrestleMania. That will be determined later. You will wrestle Sunday night and Saturday night and defend both championships. Each competitor has the option to pick what championship they want if they win. Since you don't want to comply, now you're going to have to pay the price. And that's how it should go. That's how I think it should play out. I think everybody should have a hand in him losing that match since he feels like he is the owner and the runner of the entire company. And everybody should answer to him. At some point, Roman's got to pay the toll. He's got to pay the piper. And I think he should wrestle both nights because of it. I like that idea because I want Seth in the undisputed WWE title conversation because I feel he deserves it. Separately, period. Those titles need to be separated. Roman is making it increasingly difficult for people to ignore that he has both championships. He doesn't show up on SmackDown enough or defend his championship enough to have both titles. And as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't need both of them. I'm sorry. Did you agree with bringing back GMs? I do. I like having a GM because I need somebody to blame. And while fuck ass Adam works on occasion, he don't have enough power and he's not doing anything or he's not doing enough to tame people. Like, he just letting people walk all over him. And I'm like, bitch, your ass done wrestled. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Hey? No, he's away.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you when I get on. Julio made me Fulvio, and I might hit your phone up with that bye. Missing my da, missing that all of this love is toxic. All of this love is.
Put you on speaker. I'm skeptical about Roman wrestling both Mania nights. I'm not. He definitely can do it. He'll be fine. I agree, and he ain't gonna main event twice. Like, just make his ass wrestle twice. I'll even make it even plainer. If you're not going to make Kevin and Sammy team back up and give them the tag team championships, then you most definitely need to make Kevin his night 1 opponent and Seth Rollins his night 2 opponent. Brock Lesnar don't need to be nowhere near this. If you're going to put Lesnar in at WrestleMania, then he need to be going up against Bobby Lashley. Because they obviously have unfinished business. Okay. Hold on, Chris. He said it provides good mess, period. I'm just saying, I would rather you do it that way than to do. This girl got some really pretty glitter on these nails. And I be wanting to do all this extra shit, but shit. Like, goddamn. It's so time consuming. Even though I definitely don't blame Roman for it, putting both on him was 100% a big mistake. At the time that they did it, I understood it, but I thought it was temporary. I thought it was temporary, so I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Fuck, I forgot about Cody. Shit. I forgot all about Cody. You see, here's the thing, Donnie. I think Cody's going to come back. But I don't think they're going to give him the Royal Rumble. I truly don't think that. I think that they want Cody and Seth to battle it out. And then he can get the title from Seth. But I don't see... You got a charger in there, Jared? Okay. Well, it wouldn't be a bad thing to see, but Cody can wait for his turn. Okay. I still say let Seth have his moment. Seth Rollins is right when he says he's never truly had like that WrestleMania moment. So I would still say give that win to Seth from Roman. I would still do that. And then you can have Cody, I don't know, Cody win an opportunity to go up against Seth and lead to SummerSlam. Yes. See, you was right there with me. Reading my mind. Let it go to SummerSlam. Seth could either drop the title or they could be going back and forth, but let it go to SummerSlam. Him and Cody could still fight it out and everything, but I just feel like Seth is no shade to Cody. No shade to Cody. Because y'all know I like Cody Rhodes. But Seth has earned the right to have his WrestleMania moment too. And while, yes, he's made history, he's never actually competed and won the belt at WrestleMania. He's either dropped the title at WrestleMania or he stole it. So who would you say would win the Rumble? Kevin and they find the other winner at EC? Yeah, I've been pining for Kevin to win the Royal Rumble for years. So I would most definitely have Kevin win the Royal Rumble 100%. I would let Kevin win the Royal Rumble, and then I would have Seth win the Elimination Chamber. But like I said, if they don't have it that way, then I would have Kevin and Sami team up and take those titles from the Usos. Or I would have Sami Zayn cost the Usos the championship and drop it to the what's their names? To the Street Profits, because they've earned a win over the Usos and they have yet to get it, and I don't understand why they won't let them beat them. I don't understand that. Thank you. I've been saying that Seth should be in the main event of Mania. He's never been the main event. No, he's never been the guy. Roman has many a nights, which is odd. That is so odd to me that he is main evented Mania so many times and Seth hasn't. I'm like, what? But when you think about it, it's so fucking true. And you're just like, damn. I have a feeling that KO and Sammy might beat the Usos for the tag titles at Mania. I don't want them to do that. I really want Kevin to win the Rumble and main event the first night. Like I really want it to play out the way I'm thinking it should. First night, Kevin Owens. Second night, Seth Rollins. That is the smartest way to play it. Like I really think that's the way it should go. I'm waiting on Don. He said he got an idea, so I'm gonna see. Thank you. Before you go to bed, you don't have to do it now, but before you go to bed, can I have some more water in my jug? Where you going?
I'm doing out now.
Mommy got some pork chops downstairs, mate. Can I have one? Can I have one? Well, KO technically did main event Mania with Stone Cold. No, that don't count. That don't count. And if I recall, that wasn't a main event. Was it? If it was, I damn sure don't remember it to be. Sammy loses this tag match. He'll be under fire, and that leads him to proving his loyalty again. And as some time goes, he gets tired, and he starts fucking everything up. Okay. It was. That don't fucking count. That was not a. No. I'm not counting that. Y'all can, but I'm not counting that because that don't compute for me. Only because that was nothing definitive for him that changed his career. That was a fantasy booking match that worked out for him and something that he's always wanted to do, and he was able to do it, and Stone Cold came back specifically for him to do it. So I'm okay with it in that regard, but I'm just saying no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count at all. No, it don't count. I don't like it. No, throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. It doesn't count. The Kevin Owens show was touted the main event, and the match was impromptu. No. No, I'm not. No, I hate it. Damn it all to hell. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. There was a fight. It was at the end. It counts. Nope. It does not count. It doesn't count, love. I refuse. Damn, man. Thank you. Don't be so mean about it. I didn't do anything. Why do I touch the tube? I just asked for the water. White man talking about save me. He said, damn it, I'm telling you what the paper said. I don't care. I don't care. I remember that Heyman told Seth that Becky main evented instead of him. And I would have told Heyman and Lesnar. Because he was laughing. Yeah, that's okay. It still counts. At least my wife was known for main event Mania. Unlike yours. Well, Seth's wife is known for her talent. Sable known for her titties. We are not the same. We are not the same, bitch. Sable was showcase plenty. Anyway, since we booked the guys, let's book the gals. This is what they put on Twitter. A mess. Wrestling Twitter be tripping, bro. Oh, damn. I'm almost out of lemon lime. No! So in 2 weeks, Bianca Belair will defend her Raw Women's Championship against her former friend turned foe, Alexa Bliss. So who I got? Because I got Bianca. I don't think Bliss is going to win. I most definitely think she is going to lose and end up switching back to that dark place, honey. Uncle Howdy probably gonna be like, welcome home, bitch. We missed you. Y'all ain't got nothing? Well, how rude. Bianca. I'm like, what happened? Did I lose the connection? Everybody picking Bianca. I'm picking Bianca because I feel like Bianca and Charlotte are gonna battle at WrestleMania. Charlotte's probably either gonna come back Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I think the story for this is gonna be good. Bianca gonna be pissed when they finally do come back. And I'm sure Bliss gonna be like, I don't know what came over me. I'm like, well, I'm finna come over you. Yeah, you ain't shit. So I put the SBC chat on Spotify. And I haven't looked at it since I posted it Monday. But I'm gonna check it. Got Christopher Uber.
Yeah.
I'm having his phone died.
And he said his phone was dead, so he couldn't do it himself.
That's why he called from Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
Why you ain't call your phone?
I thought I was asleep.
But he called me and asked me if you was asleep. Maybe his phone died. I mean, maybe your phone didn't pick up. Sometimes they do that. All right. I don't know exactly what's going to happen between Bliss and Bianca, but I do think that it's going to be interesting to watch. I am low-key interested in what's happening with Becky and Bayley. I want to see how that's going to turn out. I'm very curious as to how that's going to turn out. Is that going to end up leading to the disbandment, like the breakup of Toxic Oh God, the breakup of Damage Control, because they're very similar, honestly. The only difference is sex appeal is not at the forefront of their group. Males, really? That's crazy. That's insane. Interesting. Anyways. I had like another match with them, but no shenanigans. I heard everybody say that match between Becky and Bayley was really, really good. I didn't get to see it, so I'm high-key disappointed because I really wanted to see that match. And it wasn't, for anything like really egregious. It just simply was I was in the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom. They decided to put that match on. By the time I got out, match was over.
It was great till EO and what's the name of them got involved in the shit.
I heard it was good. Oh God, excuse me. Pardon me, but I had the verge. I need to wash my hair tomorrow for sure and take the rest of these braids down. You didn't watch it fully? I heard it was really good. I did. Tirza must have passed out after her rendezvous. She be tripping hard. You be like, sis, please.
Fuck all that.
Sure, none of that shit. Anyways, y'all. So I'm too quiet to keep the chat going. All right. And because I'm too quiet, that means I'm ready to call it a night. So, on behalf of Lola and her shitty ass coat she wore today, y'all make sure that y'all go and listen to my KTT on Spotify and Anchor. That is my podcast. It is KTT with Tiffany E for me, so I could do separate topics from wrestling, because y'all wrestling folks is very, very petty. Y'all do not like listening to other topics while you're trying to get your wrestling information. You're like, bitch, I did not come over here for that. Okay, I came over here for wrestling. If you're not gonna talk about wrestling, I'm gonna leave, and y'all will. So for the stuff that I talk about, that ain't exactly y'all, some of y'all don't really care about when it comes to your wrestling, but you care about later on in time. Okay, y'all can come on over to my Spotify or Anchor and listen to the KTT, and I will start putting out episodes on a weekly basis. Okay, so y'all can get all of the information I was thinking about doing an episode on Megan Thee Stallion and this whole situation with Tory Lanez. It's so exhausting. And now they add new shit in and just making a mockery. I'm just like, child. I do want to do a whole episode about Trey Songz. And I think I'm going to get Don on that episode. I want to do a whole episode on him specifically. Because it's a lot of shit out there about that man that's just weird. And I'm just like, why are celebrity men such weirdos? Why can't y'all just be fucking normal? You know what I'm saying? God. Anyways. So we're going to do a couple things over on the KZT. We're going to talk about my top. I know what I'm going to do. My top 5 albums of the year. We're going to talk about my Apple Music playlist and like the music that I play over and over again religiously and why my playlist is like that. I'm going to get Don on that episode for sure because his fucking Apple Music shit is goddamn redonkulous. I have never seen this man listens to music religiously. Do you hear what I'm saying? Religiously. It is not a game, okay? So I definitely have to get Donnie for that one. And I'll probably pull Rico in because I like talking to them about music. Rico is a little bit more eclectic than I am and than Don is. So I want to bring him in to kind of round out the music front. And I might pull Kenny. I asked Kenny to do it. She don't be doing shit. So I asked her to do it. I would ask Janae, but Janae's always working. So I can't never ask Janae. But I would be curious to see what Janae's playlist look like. But all of them got iPhones, so they can all do it. I have an iPad. I'm a little bit more version, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. And Quan asked me to do my moments of the year. I wasn't gonna do it, but I feel like I'm kind of compelled to do so. So shout out to Quan because I wasn't gonna do it because I flat out told him no yesterday. I was like, no, I'm not fucking do that. So I might do it today, get it mapped out, and pick my top 10 moments of the year. See how they correlate with WWE's moments, and we'll see. I'll do it Monday after Monday Night Raw, and we'll just talk about it. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all follow me on social media. Everything that you need to know is usually scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you're listening to this in playback, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys add to my numbers, and I appreciate it more than you will know. Okay. And please follow my Spotify and my Anchor for my podcast. I really, really want my podcast to be different from the wrestling podcast that we do. And I really want that to be something that I can do on the regular. Sometimes I'll be by myself. Sometimes I'll be with Don and some other people. And I have a little thing that I do on here. I'm your auntie, and we sitting down having a little kiki. And that's the way that it's going to go on the podcast. I kind of like that idea, so that's the way I'm going to go for it. And of course, Down for the Count will be back next year in January. Probably mid-January is when we'll come back. For now, we're on hiatus. We more than likely will cover the Mandy Rose situation as a podcast once we get more information. Hopefully by then, they will have given us more information. But if not, it is what it is. I've already covered it for us, so there's no reason to go over it again. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow where we will do Q&A, SBC chat, and we can do some speculation and some scenarios for next year and where we want to go for each title. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to write some of this stuff down, and then we'll get into it tomorrow, and I'll be live again at 8, okay? And we'll talk all of this out. I will see y'all then. Bye.